Hello medicos. In this video, I'll be going to discuss about the rectus sheath. Okay, this is in rectus sheath. Before knowing the rectus sheath, we have to know about the arcuate line. What is arcuate line? It is a line present between the umbilicus and pubic symphysis. This is a line. Okay, umbilicus and pubic symphysis. The line joining to the umbilicus and pubic symphysis, it is an arcuate line. Now the rectus sheath formation. This is a rectus sheath formation above the arcuate line and below the arcuate line. Okay, see this diagram. This is an rectus abdominis muscle. Okay, we have three muscles which are external oblique, internal oblique and transverse abdominis muscle. This is a transverse abdominis muscle. Okay, both the lamellae of external oblique muscle passes above the and anterior to the rectus abdominis muscle. Next, the internal oblique muscle, the two lamellas, the anterior lamella and posterior lamella. Anterior lamella passes anterior to the rectus abdominis muscle and the posterior lamella passes to the posterior to the rectus abdominis muscle. Okay, now the transverse abdominis, both the lamella of transverse abdominis muscle passes posteriorly to the rectus abdominis muscle. Now the anterior wall of rectus sheath above the arcuate line, it is formed by two lamellae of external oblique muscle and anterior lamella of internal oblique muscle. Now the posterior wall is formed by the posterior lamella of internal oblique muscle and both the lamellae of transverse abdominis muscle. Okay, coming to the below the arcuate line, the rectus sheath formation below the arcuate line. This is a rectus abdominis muscle. Okay, both the lamella of external oblique muscle, passes anterior to the rectus abdominis muscle. Okay, now the internal oblique muscle. This is an internal oblique muscle. Both the lamellae passes anterior to the rectus abdominis muscle. Okay, now the transverse abdominis muscle, both the lamella of transverse abdominis muscle passes anterior to the rectus abdominis muscle, and posteriorly there is only transverse fascia transversalis. Okay, now the anterior wall of the rectus sheath below the arcuate line, it is formed by two lamella, both the lamella of external oblique, internal oblique and transverse abdominis, and posterior wall is formed by fascia transversalis. Okay, now coming to the contents of rectus sheath. Contents of rectus sheaths are rectus abdominis, pyramidalis and arteries. Okay, rectus abdominis, it is originate from the pubic crest and pubic tubercle, and it get inserted into 5th, 6th and 7th costal cartilage, and the action of it is flexion of trunk. Okay, now action prevent bowstringing of rectus abdominis muscle. Okay, nerve supply is T7 to T12. That's it. Now pyramidalis, it is a smaller muscle. See here, this is a smaller muscle. Pyramidalis is located here. Okay, the origin of pyramidal muscle is from pubic symphysis and it get inserted into the linea alba. The nerve supply is subcostal. Now action is it increases the tension of linea alba. Now arteries, the superior epigastric artery and inferior epigastric artery, they both anastomose with each other. Initially the inferior epigastric artery present in the lateral umbilical fold and it goes to the rectus abdominis. Okay, coming to the umbilical folds, let's see here. There are three umbilical folds: lateral umbilical fold, medial umbilical fold and median umbilical fold. The lateral umbilical fold contain inferior epigastric artery. Very important question. Lateral umbilical fold contain inferior epigastric artery and the medial umbilical fold contain obliterated umbilical artery, and the median umbilical artery contain urachus. Okay, this is all about the rectus sheath. Okay.